Sevilla versus Inter Milan. 5 times champions versus 3 times champions. Battle of two European heavyweights. We have waited a long time for this day to arrive. Precisely a little over 11 months. But finally, we have a final in our hands. Hi guys, this is Aishiki Ganguly, your host for the next few minutes, and you are watching yet another episode of Sports Prophecy. Today, we will be decoding the final of the Europa League. So, without beating around the bush any further, let us go straight into analyzing the teams. First up, let us analyze Sevilla. Sevilla are the record title holders of this competition, and under Julian Lopetegui, they will be looking to add to the trophy cabinet. They defeated Wolves and Manchester United to reach the finals and will be confident of knocking out the Nerazzurris. Sevilla's defense has been key to their strong finish to the domestic season and their run in the Europa League of conceding just one goal. After the restart in a 2-1 victory over Manchester United is a testimony to the fact. This impressive defensive stat can be attributed to Koundé and Diego Carlos along with the cup keeper Bono. As an attacking force, the side is potent with their full backs Jesus Navas and Serge Reguilon having wonderful seasons. In fact, Serge Reguilon's wonderful season as a left back has attracted attention from many European traditional powerhouses like Chelsea, Juventus and Real Madrid. Ever Banega looks to add the creative spark in the midfield. Lucas Ocampos picked up a knock in the semis and he could miss this match. He has been the top scorer with 17 goals in all the competitions for Sevilla, and everyone will be hoping that he recovers in time for Friday's encounter and adds to his tally in what has been a spectacular debut season for the Argentine. Now moving on to Inter Milan. 3-time UEFA Cup winners, Inter were second in Serie A. Their best finish since 2011, which was also the year they last won a trophy, the Coppa Italia. The last major win in European competitions came in 2010 when they defeated Bayern to win the Champions League. Incidentally, also the year when they lifted the treble. Those were the days for Inter, rather the special one, Mourinho's Inter. A side which boasted the likes of Julio Cesar, Marco Materazzi, Javier Zanetti, Thiago Motta, Ricardo Quaresma, Diego Milito, Samuel Eto'o and Wesley Sneijder. The club's performance had gone downhill ever since. After 2011, the club lingered between 4th and 9th in Serie A up until 2020 when Antonio Conte took over. He took charge the last summer and brought in 5 players from the Premier League, including 33-goal top scorer Romelu Lukaku, who has netted in a record 10 consecutive Europa League matches. He has made them hungry again. They finished second in Serie A, agonizingly missing out on the crown by a single point. Inter, like Sevilla, has a good defense and has conceded only once since Europa League restart after the pandemic-enforced break. The backline has names like Diego Godin, Stefan De Vrij and Bastoni with Handanovic in between the sticks. However, it is their attack that will take some stopping. Lautaro Martinez and Romelu Lukaku shared 2 goals apiece in their destruction of Shakhtar in the semis. The duo has 54 goals between them this season. And no matter how good your defense is, when you see these two running at you, you definitely got to be nervous. Talking of formations, Lopetegui will again go with 4-3-3 with Navas, Koundé, Diego Carlos and Reguilon occupying the back line. Banega, Fernando and Jordan look likely to occupy the midfield. Ocampos should start. If he doesn't, Munir should play in his place with El Nasiri and Suso leading the attack. Inter will likely go with 3-5-2 formation when in possession and 5-3-2 when without the ball. Godin, De Vrij, Bastoni will constitute the back three. The wing backs will be Ashley Young and Ambrosio. Brozovic, Barella and Gagliardini will occupy the centre. The front, as usual, will be led by the destructive duo of Lukaku and Lautaro. Focusing on key encounters. Ashley Young and Jesus Navas will look to renew the rivalry from their Manchester Derby days. Both the players are nearing the end of their respective playing careers and will look to go out with a bang. Both love to make runs forward and cross the ball to their respective target men, Lukaku and El Nasiri. And both are quick in defense as well. It should be a treat. Dave Ree versus De Jong promises to be yet another glorious battle. De Jong netted the winner after coming on from the bench against United. And it is unlikely that he will start, but should come on later and Dave Ree would be wary on him. Both play for the Dutch national team and know each other well. Moving on to analysis. The two teams have very different styles of play. While Inter does not like to keep possession, Sevilla is more of a possession team. Sevilla likes to play out from the back with a plethora of short passes before exploiting the flanks with their fullbacks making overlapping runs. Ever Banega tends to drop back when their fullbacks move up, and if he is not marked by Inter forwards during this phase, then his penetrative passes and intelligent runs can cause trouble for Inter. Inter, on the other hand, will employ a high-line press when off the ball disrupting Sevilla to play out from the back and make mistakes in the build-up, which they can capitalize on. In fact, they followed the same approach against Shakhtar, and if mistakes are made by Sevilla in the build-up, Inter will punish them. Now coming to prediction. Sevilla will likely have more possession in this game, but the question is, will the possession be effectively converted into chances and goals? I believe this game is all about tactics, and both the coaches are master tacticians. It can be anybody's game. Although there is no doubt Inter has all the chances to win this game, but I would like to see Sevilla lifting the cup for the 6th time. So I predict the scoreline of 2-1 in favor of Sevilla. So guys, stay tuned with us for more videos on previews and predictions of upcoming matches. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to comment down your own views and predictions, and also ring the bell icon.